We've got new music out.
Yes.
How do you live?
How do you live without me? Yes.
How do you live without me? You can't go on if we can't be.
Now the song could be, one interpretation could be you talking to the Real Housewives of Potomac. Because I do think your energy was a little missed this last season.
You think so?
I think so.
Oh, thank you, Ray.
Did you have any FOMO in the last year of knowing they were filming, knowing the show was airing? Was
Yeah.
there ever a moment where you went, oh, maybe I should have stuck around?
No, no. And, I say that with, fully and completely and humbly, I say no. I am exactly where I'm supposed to be. Even being here right now, I miss my baby. Me stepping back was to protect my pregnancy, protect my peace, and protect my child, and protect my mommy space. And people, I'd be walking down the street, people are like, come back to the show, or are you watching the show? And I didn't watch. Of course I saw clips and my mother watches, and my aunts watch, so they're always trying to give me, did you see what Mia did? And so it is what it is. I was very content and very satisfied to have the time away, and I feel like my family unit and the health and the well-being of Jet is what it is because I was able to take a step back.
All right, so you didn't watch, but I'm sure you are aware of
The things.
all the mess that kind of came out at the end there. Do you have any thoughts on Mia walked out of the reunion and possibly off the show?
Well, I actually saw Mia recently at a live podcast in DC, and I did see the clip where she walked off, and I was angry with her. I said, why would you leave? You don't ever let these girls, or you don't let anybody run you out of your space. And Mia was, for better or for worse, front and center. She did something to garner this center spot. So obviously you have the tea, girl. So why would you walk off? I was so upset. And we talked about it, and she is where she is. She seems content with her choices. She's in Atlanta, child, frolicking about.
She was tweeting that she would like to go pick up a peach, I think.
I did. I started to text her and say, now Mia, please be seated. Advocating for peaches. You still might be in Potomac for all we know.
Right.
So yes, but you gotta love her. Mia is everything. Great.
And then did you kind of tune in at all for the Stacey TJ mess?
No, I didn't, but I heard, what did I hear? Somebody lied about paying someone.
Look, man, she paying me to do the show, man.
Bull! What?
Bull, that what?
He said, she's paying me to do the show.
Man.
Hold on.
Let me hear it again.
Stacey, girl, stop paying the people. If that's what she did, we don't want to do that. I think it toys with the integrity of the show when you perhaps have people who are, not being genuine. So I hope it's not true.
You just gotta show up
Just
and
show
be
up.
authentic.
Yes.
Let
the
producers
best TV.
produce.
Exactly.
And you just do your job.
Do your job. The best TV is when I literally walked onto the scene like, here I am, not knowing what was going to happen. I was
Truly
just there.
not knowing.
Truly.
The roller coaster was about to go off the
Truly.
rails and take
Yes.
a little while to get back on.
Yes.
Has the triangle count gone up since you've become a mom? Are the emotions kind of right there every day?
You know what? I don't cry as much because I think I'm just so in shock that I'm somebody's mother.
It's like, oh, he's here.
Right. Let me gather my pearls and not lose it. I definitely cry. I was crying last night because I didn't know where he was. He wasn't in his crib. But it's just more just emotion, just waves of emotion that come over me, and I just stare at him, and sometimes I cry, but more often I'm just kind of in awe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other big news that ended this season of Potomac, Karen.
Oh, God.
She is
Yeah.
currently incarcerated,
Yeah.
going to be in there for a year. What do you make of where everything landed
I don't
with
have
the Grand
I
Dame?
will cry. I don't want to cry. It's so sad. It's so incredibly sad. Oh my God, Bryce. Okay, give me like 3 seconds.
We can fly in a
Okay.
tissue if we need to.
I haven't talked about it publicly, purposely,
Yeah.
you know, just out of respect for her family.
Totally.
I feel for her children. I know Raven, I know Brandon, her son, I know, you know, Ray, obviously. We spent time with her extended family in Surrey. I know her friends, her real friends. So it makes me think, you know, what if this was my mom? What if this was my aunt? What if this was a member of my family that's going through this? But at the same time, you know, she made a series of really terrible mistakes. Drinking and driving is obviously wrong. There are far too many options, as we know, as far as rideshare services and calling a friend, sleep on the couch. There are so many options, right? So I'd be remiss if I did not, you know, speak the truth and say, as much as we love her, as much as I love her, her behavior, her actions were wrong.
Yeah.
But I hate, in general, I hate pylons. And it just pains me to see how many people are using this as an opportunity to just stab at her and pile onto her, as if we aren't all fighting demons. Everybody, you know, everybody in this room, everybody who's watching is fighting something. And some people choose to fight their demons publicly and some don't. Karen, like all of us on these platforms, was dealing with her stuff publicly, and it caught up to her, and it's unfortunate, but I'm incredibly devastated for her.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions about her legal team allowing it to move forward
my
and go
God.
to trial after seeing those
Fire them. Just-
body cams.
They should never practice law again, because WTF.
Because I don't think any of us realized how
Egregious.
bad that night was until we saw
Yeah.
that footage of
Yeah.
her.
When you Google me, you're gonna be so ashamed of yourself. I'm bad. I don't think I did anything bad except the driver.
I don't understand the line of thinking there. It doesn't make sense to me. Obviously, it made sense to Karen in the moment. But Karen is an incredibly smart, she's a very savvy woman. I've always admired her business acumen. She's got all her marbles. So I'm baffled.
Yeah.
I'm baffled.
Well, hopefully she comes out
Yes.
and we get to see her again, and
She'll be back.
lessons learned.
Yes.
And a Karen 2.0. She said she's retiring Grand Dame.
Oh, she did say that.
Said that is going away. She's going to be Karen Huger.
2.0.
back.
Okay, Karen, we will be ready for that.
Rumor is cameras are going up very soon in the DMV,
Is that so?
which would be Karen not there.
Yes.
There's a big hole
There is
on the
a
cast.
Huge void. Yeah.
You popped up at this watch party podcast.
I did.
You were just with Wendy.
I was, yes.
To me, these are breadcrumbs that maybe you're coming back to pick up a flute.
Is that what those are? I mean, breadcrumbs or just, you know, a salad. We could have just been having a salad for lunch. You never know. I always leave doors open. As I call it, the ancient African proverb, the door is not closed, the door is open. But there are so many things that I want to do, so many things that I am doing, that may or may not allow me the opportunity to take up so much time to hold a flute.
Okay.
So we shall see. We shall see.
So not a no.
It's not a no. It's just it might be a not right now.
Okay.
Maybe.
What are maybe some things you would need to make sure are on the table so you can sit at it again?
Friends. You need friends. You need people who, you know, want to understand you and who aren't dedicated to misunderstanding you. And of course, a good coin, a good old nasty coin is always nice. And for me, that's it. I really enjoyed my time on Potomac. I I'm really proud of my time on Potomac. I mean, you really cannot look at the legacy of the show without me in it. And I'm really proud of that. Humbly, I'm very proud of that. And if I ever did go back, I would go back. I think I would go back and you would see more of season 3 Candiace, who was more bright-eyed and more innocent before she knew the werewolves and the fools that would try to infiltrate the system. But yeah.
So you would work with Giselle again?
That's not what I said, Bryce.
Okay.
But like I said, I never say never. I never say never to anything. Yeah.
Well, congratulations on all the things.
Thank you.
I hope a flute or something is coming back your way, because I need you back on my screen week to
Bryce,
week.
thank you. You all just hold on, hold your horses and wait. There are some really cool things coming. Yeah.